We get reinvigorated by our own energy by forgiving. So if you need motivation to forgive somebody or something, all of that energy that's getting flushed out comes back to you. Hello, ladies. Okay, I wanted to make a quick video for you guys today talking about one of the things that I've seen come up a lot lately with my clients is getting their energy back. How can we feel more of our vital energy so that we have the energy we need to make it through the day? So I wanted to share with you 5 ways that you can start right now to get your energy back so that you can immediately start to feel more energetic. Okay, so the first one, you guys, is you have to forgive. You have to forgive everybody else and you have to forgive yourself. No matter what happened, the forgiveness is a gift that you give to yourself. It has nothing to do with the other person. And so much is happening in the energy exchange when we hold resentments against a person or a situation or experience. That is a huge energy suck. So if you have people that you know that you need to forgive, or a situation that happened for you that you still are kind of holding some resentments toward, this is gonna suck a lot of your energy out. And you may not even be like consciously aware of it. You just feel low energy throughout the day. This is gonna be why. So I want you to make a list of all of the situations, all of the experiences, all of the people, and this includes yourself. We tend to be really hard on ourselves, especially as women, and we can hold a lot of grudges and grievances against ourselves. So just as important as it is for you to forgive other people that you may still have some grievances with, it's equally as important for you to forgive yourself. If you do this one thing alone, it'll bring a lot of energy back because you'll be cutting those energetic cords, those energy connections, because you're in present day in your life, if there's still something going on that you're connected to energetically, there is a connection, there is an energetic cord there. So when we forgive, we are essentially cutting that cord. And what happens is all of that energy leakage that was going into that now comes back to the source. We get reinvigorated by our own energy by forgiving. So if you need motivation to forgive somebody or something, that is a great reason. All of that energy that's getting flushed out comes back to you. And you immediately, in the moment that you forgive, and even if it's a continual process for you, you will start to feel more energy flowing through your body. You'll have more energy to have your life experiences. You'll have more energy to get everything that you need done. So tippy top of the list is gonna be forgiveness. Also, try to make that a daily practice, really. At the end of every day, wipe the slate clean. If there was anything that happened, including with yourself, forgive everyone. Forgive everyone and forgive everything. And then what that does is that keeps that energy clear. You stay a clear vessel and all the energy stays here in your body and you're not giving it out. So forgive everyone and then practice it every single day. It is the best gift that you can give yourself. Okay, second idea, start to pay attention to your mental habits. What's going on in your head each day? What does it look like? What are the thoughts that are happening? A lot of energy gets expelled through our mental habit. If you're constantly thinking, that's gonna expend a lot of energy that you're not gonna have for other things that you wanna do. So really get clear. Start to observe what's happening in your head from the moment you wake up. Are you just flooded with thoughts when you're at work? Is your mind constantly going? The brain takes up so much energy. So if you can find some clarity, if you can have a meditation practice, a spiritual practice, if you can just spend time not thinking, however that is, if you take a bath or a walk, whatever, if you can sprinkle that throughout the day so there's not as much energy going out through the mental patterning, because that will also keep energy here at the source rather than having it leak out through excessive mental thought. We also leak energy through our emotional body. So if you are a worrier or if you struggle with anxiety, those are big energy leakages. Worrying doesn't even really exist. It's a mental patterning. It's us projecting into the future and then scaring ourselves with a mental picture that we created. It's a whole illusion, but it's costly energetically. So in addition to the mental habits and the excessive thinking, where do you worry too much and where do you experience anxiety? That is a huge, huge energy leakage. So if you can clean that up, if you can kind of dispel the worry, if you can break that down and deconstruct it and see that it's not even real, it's something that we have created, and then we freak our own selves out from the worry, it's madness, total madness. And anxiety is very similar. It's the same kind of idea. So if you can relax in those moments and reduce your anxiety and reduce your worry, then you'll start to feel more energy come back into the body. Another trick I have for you is to actually call it back. So center yourself, take a few deep breaths, and then call your energy back. You can say a prayer. You can say, I am talking to all energy that I have ever released across all time, space, dimension, realities. I am calling my energy back. And what happens, this is very, very powerful because you are the source of that energy. So you're able to call your own energy back. So it's kind of like a mother calling outside for her children to come home. And once you make that call, once you make that stand and almost demand your energy to come back, it comes. So in addition to the forgiveness practice, you can add this on to where every day at the end of the day, you take a moment and you just call the energy back into you, because sometimes we leak energy and we don't even know. It's a subconscious thing. We're not even aware of it. So if you just have a practice where you get centered and you call it back into the source, you'll again immediately feel a zing. You'll feel that increase of energy. Last tip, you guys, is release the need to know why. This takes a lot of my own energy. I want to know why. I want to know how and why everything works and how it connects and why did this happen and why did this person say this and do. I spend so much energy on the why. But again, that's an energy leakage. There may be a time and a place where that's appropriate, but if it gets excessive, we leak a lot of energy by wondering and really wanting to know the whys of everything. That's where trust comes. We have to replace the need to know with trust in the divine, in the universe, that we are held, that we are guided, that everything is happening for a reason, and really release the desire to know why for everything. This, again, like all the other tips, will bring energy back because you're not, oh, there's a hummingbird, because you're not looking outward. You're not wondering or asking or not trusting. Well, why did this happen? You know, why did they do this to me? Why am I in pain? Why? It's very connected to the thinking, right? But we're expelling our energy outward. So really, these tips help stop the excessive release of our energy and have it magnetized back to us. And any practices that you can where you are filling up, you are receiving, that will also help you increase your energy. But these 5 tips will really help you call your energy back, and it will help you not to give away your energy. So if you're practicing all of this, if you're forgiving, if you're not worrying and you're not in anxiety, if you're not excessively thinking, these are all ways that we tend to give our energy away. And if you can practice these, it's a phenomenal way to not only call your energy back, but to stop giving it away. And it's just a habit, it's just a pattern. So you have habitually been living in a way that gives your energy away. So if you can start to live opposite that, if you can train your brain, if you can train your mind and body that, hey, we no longer leak energies in these ways. We forgive, we don't worry, we don't excessively think anymore. The body will adjust, the mind will adjust. And then what happens is you are just this vigorous source of energy because you're not giving it all away to everybody or every situation. You guys, if you understood how easily we give away our energy units, it is silly. It is silly. If somebody cuts in front of us, when we're driving and we give our power away to that person and make these assumptions. I mean, if we could see energetically what's happening, how much we're leaking in that moment, everything would change. We would stop leaking energy, but we can't see it. We can't visibly see it. We can feel it. We're constantly giving our energy away all day long, and then we're wondering why we don't feel well, why we're tired, why we don't have enough energy units to get our stuff done, why we need to take naps, why we need to rest. All of that is well and good for the physical form, but at the same time, we as humans we do it excessively. We're always giving our energy away inappropriately. So my invitation is for you to really look at, where am I giving my energy units away? Is it appropriate? And do I need to change these behaviors? So these are 5 tips that can really help you with that. And it is my prayer that this video and this information helps you immensely. You can check out my website. I have some offerings there, and I would love to and be honored to work with you. I love you. I just ran around my house closing windows, and I'm like out of breath. This is gonna go easy, I can tell. What's happening with your through mental? I could say that way better.